Hey guys, Trickster here. Welcome back. We are still at this freaking amusement park. Still in Lucid9. So hey, look at Yahiko's like, hey, look at this, a tech promotion, yay! He points excitedly at the map, reading in a clear, loud voice. Grab a group of friends, sing into each other's phones, see the truth, conquer the world. That just sounds like all layers of sketchy. I'm not crazy about that idea. But think of how much power you can have. You know what everyone wants? You can be the most powerful king on the planet. He excitedly runs off before I can call a vote. Exasperated, I turn to the rest of the group. Are we really doing this? It's sponsored by the park. It's bound to be safe. We'll have the opportunity to see some state-of-the-art tech. The park doesn't concern me. I know they have to deal wisely with the proceedings, or they'll land in some deep trouble. No, I'm far more worried about what our group will do with the information they get from one another. We drop... Hey, this looks like the laser tag thing. We drop into the tidy, air-conditioned facility following on Yahiko's heels. The area is full of commotion, primarily from other young adults laughing, shouting, and clearly trying to embarrass each other with freshly gathered dirt. Hey everyone, guess who Yahiko likes? Shut up! Yeah, what exactly is this exhibit about? Yahiko is already chatting up one of the attendants. He returns to us in a few minutes, bouncing eagerly on his toes. Okay, so here's how it works. We each have an opportunity to do a little digging on each other for a few minutes. Then we engage in an ultimate battle of wits by running a campaign for a dictator of the world. Wait, slow down. What exactly do you mean? Well, we can use the information we learned to convince each other to vote for us. Like, we can blackmail each other, or make some kind of promise. Oh, wait, what? How will we do that? Just met some of you today, after all. Oh, don't worry, Miki. Usually, Limscape phones have really advanced security features, so that they can't be hacked. The only visible information is what users want to share. Yeah, they'd like us to believe that, wouldn't they? Well, guess what? Here we can choose to lower that security and look into each other's phones. Location information, browsing history, usage statistics, even message and call history. All at your fingertips. That's not creepy. What part of this sounds fun? Are we even speaking the same language? Well, in that case, this sounds interesting. I thoroughly agree. Ha! I've got nothing to hide. Sounds like a party and a half. Guess that settles it. What's going on? Don't they understand the danger? Is everyone sadistic? Yes they are, because they're humans, and humans are naturally sadistic, even just a little bit. I'm reminded of the time when Yahiko wanted to jump off the roof to test if he could fly with umbrellas. Him and his supposedly brilliant ideas. I sent some quiet thanks to whoever decided to build the pool of straight below the railing. Guys? Sweet, Misaki. Would you mind alerting that fine lady of our decision? Misaki obediently runs off and grabs the attendant, who starts the outline of the rules. The first phase of the game would involve 10 minutes of concentrated research. All firewalls down. Everyone to look into one another's phones. The second phase of the game would involve utilizing that information in an attempt to gather a following of minions. What exactly that entails, nobody knows. It's probably intentionally vague to leave room for interpretation. Sounds like a game sounds like a game as fishy as the technique it's using, so I seize the opportunity to sit back and run the timer. I'm curious at what my friends might be hiding, but not enough to sacrifice my own privacy. Right. Are we all ready? Yama's being a party pooper, but aside from that, we're good. Embrace the future, Yama. This is the ideal technology, yes. Who needs privacy? I'll stick with pen and paper, thanks. Ha! Are you an old man? You don't even use pen and paper. I would if I had a pen that worked. You can always, I don't know, buy one. No, that takes effort. Now, why would I do that? Exactly. Ah, come on, let's just get started. Yama isn't gonna join us. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Despite the climactic setup, the group proceeds to simply squat down and scroll rapidly through their phones. The silence is brief. Only a few seconds pass before Misaki's face drops in horror. Aki, Aki on phones? Who would bother purchasing Aki on phone? Just beside her, Yahiko erupts into glee. Ha, I knew it! I was right all along! Interesting. Come to think of it, Misaki and Yahiko would be the best at gathering phone information. They know their electronics inside and out. Masato, on the other hand... Damn. Can I use this for anything other than phone calls? Rui and Akira aren't having much luck. But where do I start? Internet search history? Purchase records? None of this stuff is juicy. Where's the questions about the meaning of life? Eri is silent as always. I have no doubt that she can secure the information she needs. She seems pretty capable in that regard. Little creeper. The problem for her will be presenting that information in the right way. 5 minutes. Already? Let's see, yes, definitely. Ha, I shall rule the world! Why ain't anyone using a running app? Go for mecha, 3 things every girl wants in a guy. Go for mecha. My phone buzzes in my hand like a miniature death knell. Time's up! The group explodes in a frenzy, practically lunging at each other with streams of words that sound like presidential campaign statements. I'll throw lots of festivals if I get elected. Sorry, I'm not interested. Are you and your friends fighting over a guy? Oh, what would make you say that? Your search history. What to do if you and your bestie like the same guy. Love triangle solutions, how to stop liking. It's drama club research, I tell you. It's a regular pattern. Search every few months since last year. The most recent search was... Wave the white flag of surrender. I concede. You have won this day. Eri smiles with innocent satisfaction as Akira registers her fingerprint for official counter. Huh. So blackmail is an acceptable way to gather minions, not just fictional promises. Wait. Did Eri just mean that she said like the same person? Masato, join me and I'll advocate for track. You think I'm that easy? Hell no. Masato, can you pretty please join me? I'll advocate for track. Well, okay. What? Looks like personal preferences have a large impact too. Eventually my eye lands on Yahiko. In this setting, he's usually grating egoism gives him a nice sheen of confidence. In fact, he seems to be doing better than everyone else. Say, Eri, when I get elected, I'll make a video game class mandatory at the academy. And just like that, she registers her fingerprint. What? Of all things, video games? Rui, if you join me, I'll give childhood friends a special legal status. Deal. What? Why would she want that? What kind of legal privileges would you even award to childhood friends? Masato, my man. If you think I'm gonna be easy, man, you got another thing coming. I'll run a huge fundraiser for track by using my special access to Lemonscape technology. And another fingerprint is registered. Hiko's knocking everyone out like bowling pins. Elizabeth, I'll make Yama take private tutoring for the rest of the semester. Well said. You've earned my vote. Elizabeth, I'm both shocked and not shocked at all. Wait, at this rate, Hiko will be the winner. Akira, I can provide lessons on love in... Don't say it, take my vote, take it! His last opponent is Misaki, who's also been disturbingly productive in the campaign game. She greets him with a smile. I'm not easily overpowered. Neither am I, Misaki. Shall we draw our swords simultaneously? A duel amongst dancing cherry blossoms? What is this, a samurai flick? They crouch forward slightly, like they're going to physically lunge for each other's throats. A moment of silence passes between them, even as the others in the group continue campaigning to one another. Then Misaki and Yahiko both burst into action, practically screaming at the top of their lungs. Corporations will mandate required vacation time for employees with families. Social Security will redefine parental negligence. For a moment, they only stand there, equally surprised at the other's statement. Vacation time? Parental negligence? Why do I suddenly feel like I know nothing about them? They couldn't be playing around, right? No, judging from their expressions. They're completely serious. I shouldn't be surprised. There's bound to be a lot of stuff I don't know. My friends have their own lives, and I have mine. In fact, they probably don't have any idea, but Shigure and I know each other. That's fine. Some things are none of their business. Some things are none of my business. It's all well and good. But still, this it still really bothers me. I know it's childish. I know that I made myself stay out of this game. No one kicked me out. I could learn just as much about Masaki as Yahiko did. Really, I have no one to blame but myself. Your your strike found an adequate mark, son of Ikari. As did yours, daughter of Kazehaya. You have trained well. Ah, right. There's a samurai duel going on. However, I can see that your blow found a vital organ, while mine only made a mark on a limb. I can see this round. She presses her finger against his phone to register her print. The moment she does so, a tone sounds to the attendant's booth. Congratulations, Yahiko Ikari. You have won your election unanimously. All seriousness melts from Yahiko's face, replaced with shining pride. Am I dictator now? You are. Oh boy! I really thought it would feel more awesome. Well, you get a prize, one for a year of Limb Cloud Premium. I don't know what that means, but it causes Masaki to stand bolt upright and lean forward in anticipation. Clearly, she's regretting that she conceded. Oh, thanks, but I already have permanent free premium. It's what happens when you're the son of two rulers. Actually, when I think about it, it's really likely that Yahiko is the son of some influential people. From the sounds of it, people who work with Lemonscape. He has an insane number of shoes that are all designer brand, made in Italy. He's attending the academy without any scholarships, judging from his grades, and he doesn't seem to have any financial worries, or life worries in general. Maybe he really is the son of some higher-ups at Lemonscape. I'll take it. Then go ahead. She eagerly retrieves the gift code from the attendant as the rest of us are ushered out the door. Elizabeth seems refreshed on the activity. Ruby looks like she enjoyed herself. Akira and Masato, on the other hand. There's always a tomorrow. Hell yeah. And they're fine. Manipulating people doesn't seem to be their kind of game. Actually, what surprised me most was that Yahiko did so well. Not only was he efficient in his research, but he knew which arguments to use and how to present them. So Yahiko, you haven't gone to, I don't know, prep school or anything, right? Prep school? You know, where you learn etiquette, politics, how to talk to people, or more specifically, how to manipulate people. Huh, why would I do that? My natural genius is enough. It's just one of the many advantages of being born in Ikari, my dear minion. My blood is superior. Right. I'm suddenly sorry I asked. Sorry, I'm here. Shouldn't we get going? She looks pointedly at me, like I'm supposed to decide our next destination. Wait, am I? Well, no one else in the group is budging, so I guess it's up to me. Again. Let's go to the Ferris wheel. There's a Ferris wheel on our right. Basic, but huge, living over the rest of the park. Heights, anyone? Heights is my middle name. No, it isn't. Either way, a Ferris wheel may be our best choice. It might calm some of us who are a little overexcited. She sends a significant glance at Akira, who is currently sprinting to and fro, wildly flapping her arms and snorting. I'm a dragon! I'm breathing fire! I'm flying! I'm a dragon! Maybe there has been too much excitement for the day. Everyone seems to be looking forward to taking a breather. Right, Ferris wheel it is. Rui clicks and growls a little at Akira, who clicks and growls back. Then thankfully we head to the Ferris wheel without any more anomalies. The cars are small since the Ferris wheel is meant to fit as many of them as possible. They're only meant to fit 2 people. Guess we're paired off. Ruby colors slightly at this. Everyone seems to notice. I pretend not to. I guess we are, huh? Hey, you and Cap should share a car. What makes you say that? Well, you're a pair. Why else? Akira! Well, really, if you make such a big deal. Anyway, I'm going with Masato. She shoots a very significant look at the rest of the group. Oh, of course. Misaki, shall we? I believe we shall. I'm with her. Her name is Eri, you know. But I'd rather go with... Eri it is. Why did they think... What, did they think I'm blind? Well, that's settled. It looks like you have no choice but to ride in a car together. Oh joy. The other people pranced to their respective cars, leaving Rui and me in silence. That was quite possibly the most unsubtle way to get us together. Oh shit. I guess we should board. Yeah. Next time I see Akira, we're going to have a little chat. Oh. Rui and I slip into the car, a cozy blue box with blue cushioned seats and blue doors and blue ceiling, dressed in white trim and white wood and white light. Good lord. Rui eases comfortably into her seat, turning her head until she stares out the window. After the attendant closes our door, the Ferris wheel begins to steadily chug upwards. Yama? The serious outline of her voice catches me off guard. I find myself curling my fingers into the cushion beneath me. What? I'm really glad I met you. My heart throbs unexpectedly against my ribcage. Nervousness? Shock? I immediately move to distance myself from the alien emotion. I know, who else would be a willing victim to your verbal abuse? Not that, you know. I feel like you don't hear it very often. I'm glad you're here, Yama. I'm glad I know you. I haven't known that it was impossible to simultaneously feel intense cold and intensely hot. Something about her words is very discomforting, even while I feel warmth creeping into my limbs. I guess that if it wasn't here, I couldn't be glad, so by default I'm glad I'm here too. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What am I even saying? Why do you always do that? Do what? Deflect attention off yourself. Because I'm not worth paying attention to. Because why would someone as bright and adorable and winning as Rui care for me after all these years? Why is she the one who's glad we're friends when I'm the one who should be saying that 10, 50, 100 times over? I haven't done anything for her. Complained, whined, criticized, complained some more. Who really wanted that kind of friend? I have fun when you're around. I like our bickering. I like watching your stupid competitions with Masato. Just be yourself, okay? I should honestly admit to myself that I'm touched, but I'm far too awkward for that. Well, I can't exactly be anyone else. Gosh, you really love to kill the mood, don't you? It's better than killing other things. Oh, Yama. You kill other things too. Such as... brain cells. It's so unexpected that it makes me laugh. The atmosphere instantly relaxes at the sudden injection of snark. Snark is my middle name. We fall into silence after the breeze of humor. Rui resumes staring out of the car window. I glance around, searching for another topic. Scenery? Boring. Weather? Worse. Love life? Bad idea. I idly brush my hand against the window frame. It seems to breathe beneath my fingertips. Say, that's an idea. I reach my arms until they're touching each side of the car. Rui turns to me, questions weighing it on her brow. What are you doing? Earthquake! My voice slips out unusually high and childish as I shove my body to and fro. Our car immediately begins to swing, creaking metallically beneath my weight. Rui pales and clings to her cushion. Stop that! Stop what? You know, if you shake it too much, we might fall. Fall? Like this? I fiend crashing to the side, slamming into the car wall with more force than I probably should. Rui squeaks, instinctively reaching for me. Don't do that, it's dangerous! What's dangerous, this? I straighten and pretend to fall again, but Rui snatches my wrist and pulls me towards her. My momentum collapses against her, and I'm barely able to catch myself against her seat. For a long, long moment, we stay in silence. I'm looming over Rui, one hand curled on the seat by her head, the other instinctively clamped around her shoulder. Her face is unnaturally close. At this distance, I can feel her breath, short and warm, brushing against my cheek. Her eyes, amber, also warm. Her hair, the color of light fire, silky, warm. Everything about her, warmth, comfort. Warmth, comfort, love. Yama. Sorry. I finally come to my senses and plop back in my seat, staring very resolutely out the window. What the heck was I just doing? Rui, this is Rui. Rui Hayata. The girl who's in love with you. Get a grip on yourself. And now the silence is suffocating. Son of a bitch. So, we immediately pause, eyes cutting between the window and each other. You first. No, it's okay. I don't have anything important to say. Me neither. Silence again. Do you? We stop again. Awkward. So awkward. What were you going to say? Just, do you like trees? I feel the sudden impulse to bash my head into the window until it shatters. Trees? Really? Sure, they're like normal trees, I guess. Yeah, they are. We drift back into silence. I have something to say. Is she going to say what I think she's going to say? No. I have a better idea. You didn't even know what I was going to say. Still, it's a better idea. Well, okay. She seems genuinely annoyed, which catches me off guard. Shouldn't she be relieved that she won't have to say anything embarrassing? So what's this better idea? In hindsight, I really should have thought of something before claiming so. Not that I had the luxury anyway. Oh, Yama. Well, I was gonna say that a simple kind of crazy idea leaps into my head and I go for it. Shh! What? Now! I really dropped to the floor in an athletic crouch, pretending to search for something. Rui's face transforms as she curiously surveys my actions. After a few seconds of pausing, I pretend to yank something out from beneath the seat. Bugged. Why? Shh, Agent Yahata, don't mention it. Don't make another move. I slowly peered out the window, silently praising myself for the diversion. Looks like Rui's forgotten about what she was gonna say. But, just for good measure, I throw myself to the floor with a yell. Rui instinctively follows. They got RPGs! Houston, we have a problem! I start shaking the box again, as Rui imitates an explosion, tossing herself around. Oof, direct hit, Commander! Shields at 23%! I'm a bit busy! I mime fighting some sort of alien, pretending to kick it all out of the car. They have borders? Looks like we're done for, Lieutenant. The only thing left to do? A silence falls between us as we understand the gravity of the situation. Kamikaze. Let's give him one hell of a show. You got it, Commander. With renewed enthusiasm, she whips around, slamming her hands against the cushions. The car shakes with enemy fire, but she retains her focus. Stay on target! Stay on target! The car screeches with speed as she hones into the mothership, right at the weak point. Stay on target! Mister, it's time for you to disembark. We're abruptly yanked back into reality. Ruby is leaning over the cushions, mashed her hands against the imaginary controls, while I'm by the window fighting off non-existent borders. The flush of embarrassment that creeps on my neck is mimicked on Rui's end. Sorry. Really sorry. We creep out of the car, feeling the attendant's eyes weigh heavily on our backs. I probably shouldn't have done that. You know, you do a lot of things you probably shouldn't do. There's a pun in there somewhere, but I can't find it. We could ask Akira. She's the queen of puns. We grin at each other, like the pair of fools we are. We should meet up with the group. Yeah. Rui's gaze flits between me and the ground. Yama? It happens in one fluid motion. She steps forward, gently pinches the edge of my sleeve between her fingers, tiptoes up and, softly, hesitantly, places her lips against my cheek. Then, almost before I can register it, she retracts, cheeks flushing. Thank you. She turns and darts off to the rest of the group. For a moment, I can only stand there, mind completely blank, hand against my cheek. Why? Why would she do something like that? Why? Hey, Cap, if you're gonna stand there like a goof, we're ready. I force myself out of my stupor and amble over to the rest of the group, plastering a fake smile on my face. Think this first, think later. Where should we go next? Well, we only have one thing left, the tech showcase. My eyes are drawn to a large, oddly shaped building at the center of the map. It's clearly the biggest attraction in the park. What exactly do they have at this tech expo? You mean, what don't they have? You can pretty much find every Lemonscape device on display there, even their new tech that hasn't been released yet. Considering the building's size, I can see how they can accommodate it all. It says here they're holding some kind of lottery drawing for weed? I double checked to see whether I read that correctly. Surely they don't mean what I think what I'm thinking, do they? What? Why would they give that away at a drawing? I'm puzzled as well. Someone, someone mind explaining what this WEED is? WEED is just an acronym for Wall Electric Energy Director. It's a new lemon-skate cell phone that can run on power from a wall socket, even without a battery. That sounds like an underwhelming feature that's to be so hyped about. We should go. This is an opportunity to introduce you to the world of technology, Yama. I feel like you just want to go for this weed. Everyone wants to go for weed, man. It's everyone loves weed. Not at all. I only suggest that for your sake. You stay ignorant about today's technological innovations. You know better than a Neanderthal. They did invent the wheel, so it's not like they weren't smart. In response to my sarcasm, Misaki looks at me dead in the eye. The same glare she used to give me before she dragged me somewhere against my will. We're going. And just as I predicted, she takes hold of my arm, pulling me toward the direction of the expo. What about the others? Oh, I'm sure they'll follow. No need to worry about them. Fuck's sake. Hey, it's this place again! Why do they all look the same? Once we dart into the building, I immediately notice the area is way too crowded for my liking. A stream of people push their way through the check-in lines, eager to receive admission. The scene is reminiscent of a herd of wildebeest flocking a waterhole. I glance back to check on our group, but they're nowhere in sight. I think we've lost the others. Good. With them gone, we have a better chance of winning the lottery draw. I don't know if you noticed, Mickey, the odds aren't exactly in our favor. You must first play the game to win the game, Yama. That sounds like something a gambling addict would say. Ignoring my comment, she quickly takes her place in line. I'm a little surprised she doesn't force her way to the front. Luckily, it isn't long before we're called next. The attendant prompts us to hold out our wrists, give us a pair of metallic wristbands, and printed on them are a set of numbers, which I presume are for the drawing. I took another hesitant glance around before entering the expo. There are way too many people here. Do you want to hold hands? What? Why? To prevent us from being separated. Why else? Without waiting for an answer, Misaki intertwines her slender fingers around mine and quickly leads me through the crowds. This feels familiar. Her firm grip, her brisk pace, her resolve despite my hesitation. All these years, Misaki hasn't changed at all, has she? She's still the same zealous girl who would drag me everywhere she went. And since the nostalgia causes me to grin, honestly, I've missed this. Misaki suddenly stops dead in her tracks, breaking me from my reminiscence. This looks interesting. She stands before a large rack displaying a range of peculiar-looking goggles. There's an exaggerated curve to their lenses, making them appear bulky. After examining them for a moment, Misaki grabs a pair and tries them on. They practically cover half her face. I'm barely able to stifle a snort. What is it? See for yourself. She removes her goggles and slips them on my face. They feel awkwardly large, and must look equally as ridiculous. There are 3 video monitors displayed inside the goggles lenses, giving me a panoramic view of my surroundings. I feel Misaki's hands brush against my cheek as she adjusts something on the side of the goggles. As she does so, the cameras zoom in and out of focus. They're called dragonfly lenses. They're sort of like panoramic binoculars. They're kind of impractical to wear, though. I remove the goggles and hand them back to her. She twirls them between her fingers, inspecting them closely. Maybe they were built to be sturdy. I guess that would make sense. Yeah, you want your binoculars to be sturdy, because Lord knows they get dropped all the freaking time. Then let's try it out, shall we? Misaki draws back her arm and suddenly hurls them to the ground. Thankfully, they don't seem to break. But I can't help but gasp in surprise. What the heck do you think you're doing? You know, that could bankrupt us forever. I just wanted to see if they were sturdy. Duh. Don't you have to smash them on the... You don't have to smash them on the ground, Mickey. What if they had broke? Then we would have been in deep trouble, wouldn't we? Yes! This girl, I swear she does these kind of things just to mess with me. Before I can express my annoyance, a nearby commotion grabs my attention. I wonder what that's about. With mouths agape, a group of people are fixated on a large object, hovering a few meters above their heads, and zigzags haphazardly in the air as it comes dangerously close from colliding into them. From where I'm standing, it looks like a drone? Watch out! In one swift motion, the drone changes its course and flies straight towards us. I'm barely able to push Misaki out of the way as it spirals into the display rack. Shards of metal and glass of the drone slide across the floor, but the goggles remain relatively undamaged. It seems they are pretty sturdy. Are you two alright? As Misaki and I regain our composure, a woman jogs over. Judging by her uniform, she must be one of the attendants running the expo. Yeah, we're fine, I think. I look over at Misaki and she nods her head in confirmation. The woman breathes a sigh of relief at this, bowing her head apologetically. I'm terribly sorry. We were performing a demonstration, and the drone stopped responding to our remote commands. A demonstration? Oh yes, would you like to visit our booth? The least I can do is give you a demonstration of our tech. I'm not sure how that would compensate for almost killing us with one of your drones. Of course. Misaki, however, doesn't seem to mind. Wonderful! If the two of you would please follow me, I'll show you the way. After navigating our way past the crowds, we came to stop at a large military-themed booth. It's impressive, to say the least. There are a number of electronics scattered about, but I haven't a clue what any of them are supposed to be. It's almost like someone just dumped a pile of scrapped parts together and claimed it was state-of-the-art equipment. Or maybe I really am a Neanderthal who doesn't understand technology. Or could be both. Meh. The attendant places the drone, or rather, what's left of it, on the counter. She takes a moment to examine the inside of the machine. With a solemn expression, she mumbles something under her breath. The Ikaris are definitely not going to like this. Did I just hear say, the Ikaris? Excuse me, do you mind telling us about them? About who? The Ikaris. Oh, they're part of the Lemonscape Board of Directors. This expo is sponsored by them, believe it or not. They're board of directors of Lemonscape? If Yahiko is actually related to them, then why aren't most people aware of it? Unless they don't share a lot of their personal lives with the public. That seems pretty plausible, actually. Are you two ready to see something interesting? Before I can think more on it, the attendant props a large tablet on the counter for us to see. She expertly swipes her palm across its surface, resulting in an assortment of colored patterns to dance across the screen. The patterns gradually warp into a digital face of a man. Misaki gapes at it admiringly. This is Max. Say hello, Max. Hello. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Contrast to his appearance, the inflections of Max's voice sound very human-like. It's almost a bit disconcerting coming from something that looks so artificial. Max is one of our newly developed AI programs. AI as in artificial intelligence? Correct. Well, yeah, AI. Well, what else would it stand for? Freaking woman. Well, we've made some advancements in the last few years. We're only scratching the surface of what's possible with AI technology. Yes, we can make the Matrix. Max is the product of that research so far. Misaki's eyes brighten in excitement as she examines the machine more closely. What was he created for exactly? He'll serve as an automated assistant for law enforcement in the future. An assistant? Max collects massive amounts of data from various sources and uses the information to determine suspected criminals. He would then relay his findings to the user in charge and suggest what action they should take based on the situation. But isn't it possible for him to mistake someone for being a criminal? Highly improbable. If anything, Max would be more efficient than humans. His judgment wouldn't be clouded by emotion. Yes, and the machines never make mistakes, are never subject to human error, and never get hacked, never break, never get viruses. Yeah, nothing could possibly go wrong in this scenario. I see. Curious, Misaki reaches out to touch the monitor. Forgive me for asking, but may I have your name? Startled by the machine's sudden inquiry, Misaki jumps back, holding tightly onto my shoulder. Oh, it's Misaki Kazehaya. And how should I address your partner? He directs his question at me. We're not partners. It is nice to meet you. We are not partners. Is he purposely being sarcastic? Are machines even capable of doing that? Thank you for your cooperation. I have stored your name for future reference. Forgive me, but I must shut down in order to perform necessary system updates. Oh, of course. Have a good rest then, Max. The attendant promptly shuts off his power and carefully places him back behind the counter. When she pops back up, she beckons us towards the counter where a large telescope device sits by itself. This is a laser microscope. While they're used for surveillance, I sometimes use them to eavesdrop on my coworkers. That's not creepy! She conspicuously winks at Misaki as she hands her the headphones. The attendant then aims the microphone towards some of the other booths. The device uses a laser to beam that detects sound vibrations in distant objects. It then interprets that data through the headphones, allowing the person to hear conversations that would otherwise be inaudible from a far distance. Can you hear it? Voices. Can you hear what they're saying? Misaki suddenly removes the headphones and quickly hands them back to the attendant, her cheeks flushing a bright red. What did you hear? Nothing. Let's try something else. That doesn't sound like nothing. If I say it's nothing, it's nothing! Alright, woman. Thankfully for her, the building's PA system crackles to life. We are now announcing the winning numbers for the lottery drawing. If you have the numbers 1623, please report to the front desk. Thank you. Immediately, Misaki eagerly checks her wristband. Looks like you were right. You didn't win? No, I wasn't even close. For a moment, she looks like she's about to cry, but she then throws her hands up in exasperation. This sucks! This lotto must be rigged! I don't think they would do that, Miss Miki. I was so excited to win the weed! I think a lot of people would be excited to win the weed. As if remembering something, she turns to me with a scary gleam in her eyes. Let me get your digits! Sure, but I doubt I won either. Regardless, Mickey quickly pulls up my sleeve. I don't believe it! You actually won! Wait, really? Let us make haste. We haven't a moment to spare. And just like that, she begins pulling me to the front desk. I'm barely able to give the attendant a slight wave as we sped off. After one of the staff confirms my numbers, they hand me a small box. On it, Lemonskate's infamous company logo decorates its cover. Honestly, it's not like I really need another phone. My current one works just fine, so this model will most likely just collect dust somewhere in my apartment. I hand Misaki the box. She can't seem to decide whether she should immediately tear it open or show some restraint. Are you sure you want to give it to me? These models are expensive, you know. Isn't that why you bought me here? Well, partly, but that wasn't the only reason. I just wanted to spend some time with you since we haven't talked much lately. Besides, it's not like I'm some heartless tech addict who just used you as a tool. I can't help but smile at that. She seems to take this as a confirmation to unwrap the cell phone from its case. Oh, the camera resolution is a lot higher than my current phone. Why don't we take a photo together and try it out? Photo? Of the both of us? Camera shy, are we? Well, no, but... Misaki suddenly hooks her arm around my shoulder, pulling me close. I feel my cheeks press against hers as she positions the phone for a good shot. Say cheese! Bright light! Unprepared, I'm temporarily blinded by the flash of light. It takes a moment before my vision comes back into focus. I'm sorry, I didn't realize the flash was on. At least you didn't blink. As she shows me the picture, I can't help but cringe. It's high resolution, alright. You can see every detail on my face as I awkwardly wince from the flash. Misaki, however, looks as perfect as ever. I guess she really is cut out for the modeling business, isn't she? Handing Misaki back her phone, my own phone suddenly trills in my pocket. Uh-oh, are we in trouble? Oh, we got 5 messages. Hey, what do you and Miki run off to? Hello, did you forget how to use your phone? I just reported a lost child to security. We'll be waiting near the food court whenever you show up. Lost child. Who is it? Rui, she's wondering where we went. Oh, then let's not keep her waiting. Misaki takes my hand once more as we both make our way out of the expo. When we meet back up with the group, it's apparent Rui isn't happy with me. She avoids eye contact, focusing her attention on the hot dog she's munching on. Hey, look who decided to join us again. It's not like I was given much of a choice. Image, Misaki, Spirit 3, Sunset Cheesy Grin. What the hell is this? I stare pointedly at Misaki, but she only grins. What the fuck is it? Oh, I remember I was being stupid earlier. I forgot the name of the game. It's right up here. I'm retarded. Oh shit. Fuck, damn it. I meant to do that. So, are you guys heading somewhere else? Anywhere's fine with me, man. long as it's fun. I shall leave the decision to you. You are the navigator of this expedition, Captain. Just lead the way, and we shall follow, even to the depth of Hades. Okay then. I pulled up the map and gave it another skim. Before I can decide on another attraction, a ringtone cuts to the silence. Masato sheepishly digs his phone out of his pocket. Sorry, alarm. I checked my own phone. 6 p.m. Technically, Misato's curfew. Thanks for the fun, guys, but I gotta go. Peace. I've also some things to do. This is remarkably fun. Thank you. You guys are leaving? But there's so many more adventures to be had. Honestly, I'm a bit worn out from all the excitement. I'm heading back too, but you guys should stay if you want. I need to leave as well. Both of you? It's okay, Rui. We'll just have to make up for the ticket costs. Surprisingly, Rui turns airy with a smile. Wanna try the roller coaster over there? Okay. We exchange quick farewells before Rui, Eri, Akira, and Yahiko race off to a serpentine roller coaster in the distance. I split ways with others at the academy dorm and head to my apartment. Walking along the streets is a cold reminder of the true state of life. Gone are the festive colors, energetic children, and high-cutting attractions at every corner. Instead, I'm surrounded by digital posters, newspapers, and a faraway whine of police sirens. Out of curiosity, I steal a glance at the digital newsstand. Mayor conference will reveal plan over national news network by next month. Plans, government, all useless. Technically, Isamu is only doing this well due to the efforts of local authority, but I can't trust anyone who's paid to make decisions for everyone other than themselves. Excuse me, you're an academy student. My attention immediately switches from the headlines to a police officer behind me. I immediately feel a thrill of adrenaline. Thrill of adrenaline through my veins. Calm down. It's not like I've done anything wrong. Yes, sir. Where are you headed? Just passing through. He evaluates me for a moment with an unreadable expression. Come with me. We've got some questions we need to ask you. Oh no. No. Bile raises in my throat. I struggle to force my mind into submission. Just follow him. Just follow him. Just... Whoa! Arrgh! What just happened? I am the killer, aren't I? Where am I? Pulse racing, head spinning, deep breath, frozen my limbs, close my eyes. Right. Apartment soft, shelves, blanket, plant, kitchen, television. This is my apartment. No threats, no problems, no people. I'm fine. Unhurt. I'm fine. Okay, I'm going to save here. And I shall see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and... So, bye-bye!